You're listening to the Fat Hog Podcast with BareAss The Bomb.
Alright, we're here.
Yes, we are. We are alive.
No, we're pre-recorded.
No, I said alive.
Oh, yes, we are alive.
Now we're alive.
We are alive. We're here. Coming to you from the state of Florida in the eye, well, not the eye, but in the path of a fucking major Category 4 hurricane headed at us. It's Ian or Ian or some other kind of weird fucking millennial name.
Fucking weirdos.
All I know is my son Charles would kick Ian's ass. Like,
you know,
what a pussy ass name for a hurricane. Ooh, Ian's coming. It's Ian.
Sounds like it's gonna teach us fucking goat yoga. And
I feel like this hurricane.
Drink kale smoothies.
I feel like before the hurricane hits Florida, it's gonna announce its pronouns.
You know, when I first heard about this hurricane, it really blew me away.
I want to step back for a minute. Well, first,
you're in a chair. You can't step back.
Well, yeah, but listen, I have an infection in my face. I have a tooth infection, and it hurts.
Sure.
And I've been sleeping all day.
I slapped it with my cock.
So I'm gonna medicate now for my pain.
Toke, smoke. This man, he's a hypochondriac. He's always sick every single week.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I used to never get sick, and now I'm getting old, and I haven't ever taken care of myself, so now I'm dying.
And you also have a man bun, which is weird. I don't understand it.
I don't really have a man bun. When I was sleeping,
it's just knotted at the top of your head. It looks like a man bun.
It's a giant dread because I don't wash my fucking ass.
That is factual.
So I said it's going to announce its pronouns, all right?
Yes.
I'm okay with people that have pronouns. I just don't like the people that announce them all the time. They're pussies. If you walk into a room and your first thing is, "Hi, I'm Ian, him, her," or whatever the fuck, like, no. I wish Bark Mearns was here so he could tell these people what I think of them.
Yeah, no, it's... I just, I don't get it. It's like, "Hi, I'm Frank, he, him, they, them, we, they."
Zay, them.
Fucking whatever. I don't understand it. Why do you feel like you have to, do that? Why do you have to feel like you have to announce what the fuck your pronouns are?
I don't believe in pronouns.
You can't spell pronouns.
Pronouns.
No. It's hyphenated.
Is it?
No, I'm just fucking with you. I went to Deland High. I don't fucking know.
Listen, motherfucker, I will have this whole show, and you don't think I can spell, bitch? Watch this.
Oh, Jesus.
HELLOLISTENERS IT''S BAREASSANDTHEBOMB WHOLE.
Was that for our blind listeners?
SHOW.
Was that for our blind listeners?
THATDOESN'TMAKEANYSENSE. C-E-S-E? I don't fucking know. I can spell the whole show, though. Why would our blind listeners not understand regular words? No, it wasn't our blind listeners. They can't feel the show. I wasn't speaking in Braille. Motherfucker.
You never know, bro.
If it was for our blind listeners, they'd have to put their hands in the speaker and go...
Bro, you just turned on 7 of our Ethiopian listeners.
We just activated the McCurran candidate.
I think it's pronounced Manchurian. I don't know.
They, them. I still don't... Yeah. So anyways, I got tooth infection, but... that medication seems to be fucking working. Oh, this must be the good shit, too, because it makes me feel Austrian.
So I'm trading 2 pair of my underwear for rent this week, or what?
Yeah, bro, yeah. So, hurricane's coming. It's moving
Apparently, so am I later.
100 million miles an hour, bellowing at the state of Florida. It's going to take us out. It's taking out Cuba right now. It's just smashing Cuba like it's a fucking $15 Asian hooker. It's just smashing it. Fucking bruh. And Cuba's like, I like it, Daddy. I like it, Daddy. Give it to me. Give it to me. Oh, give it to me. That's what Cuba's doing right now.
Yeah.
Ian is making Cuba its bitch. And then it's going to smack into Florida, and it's going to rip right through where we're sitting right now. What's going to be awesome. See, today is Monday, right? So today's Monday, which means the podcast posts tomorrow. So everybody will be listening to this tomorrow. So you will hear this if you listen to it on Tuesday, September 27th. You will hear it.
1989.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Unless you have a time machine, then you can take it.
We won't talk about that.
But the deal is that Wednesday, during the hurricane, it is actually my birthday Wednesday, right?
Yes.
So you took the day off. And little did you know... I had plans for us on Wednesday.
Do you?
Well, I did. The hurricane has clearly fucked that up now. You were going to have a really bad day. Well, I wouldn't say a bad day. You were going to be pissed off in the beginning, though.
Why?
Because I was waking your ass up, and we were going fishing all fucking day. I was going to wake you up at like 6 in the morning. Come on, motherfucker, start my birthday.
I mean, listen, I'll go fishing. I don't like it, but I'll go.
Oh, we were going to go on a fucking boat.
Okay. And?
Me, you, and my son. I was taking him out of school. I wasn't going to tell anybody. But the hurricane's coming, so...
Wait, what boat? Because, were you going to rent one, or...?
We were either going to rent one, or we were going to go deep sea.
I've never been deep sea.
Right, I know. And I was hoping you'd puke.
As long as the boat doesn't rocky rock too much...
Oh, it's going to rocky rock a lot. Oh, yeah, they rocky rock a lot.
Then I will probably take some Dramamine. Or whatever.
You wouldn't know till we were there. It'd be too late. That was the whole point. We were gonna film everything. It was gonna be an episode of Man Stuff.
Nice.
But now the hurricane's coming, so we could still do an episode of Man Stuff. Man Stuff yelling at the hurricane. But this is the deal. Because you were off Wednesday, you took Wednesday off for my birthday.
Yes.
Because we know the place that you work would never close during the hurricane. They're like, no, you're working.
Yeah.
And you better get 10 sales today, motherfucker. We're having a hurricane special. It's 10% off, but raise all the prices 20%. Anyways.
Right.
We are going to go live during the hurricane. Special bonus edition. Yes.
Boner edition.
Special bonus edition of the Fat Hog Podcast, and it's going to be a special edition because we've done this before. Remember, we went live during the hurricane before.
Yes.
So for one day only, in the middle of the hurricane.
Hurricane.
It's the hurricane.
We can go outside and catch some holes.
We can catch some holes.
Listen, there's a chick down the street, bro.
It's the return of BareAss The Bomb live for the hurricane.
Hell yeah.
On Wednesday. So if you're hearing this on Tuesday, the day before, or you're hearing it Wednesday morning, fucking go onto our Facebook. It's at Fat Hog. FATHAWG on Wednesday, and check us out. Join us in the chat room. We're going to be live during the hurricane, bringing you live information from inside the hurricane. And hopefully our fucking internet doesn't go out. We have it on, we have our good Wi-Fi here through Spectrum, and then we have it on our phones too.
Yes.
And so hopefully we're able to maintain internet connection through the whole thing and stay live. Yeah. If not, then we'll post it as soon as we have the ability to. But
yeah, I mean, you got that there waterproof phone, so we'll get the tripod.
I mean, it was waterproof. That had all them cracks in it.
You got a waterproof case.
How many hurricanes do you think have hit Florida ever?
Oh, actually, I just saw a thing for that.
You have notes?
No. I just saw a thing. Out of all of the hurricanes since 1891 or something that have hit the United States. There's 250
I think
or something.
I saw that article.
140 of them or more hit Florida.
Yeah.
So we are the most, the next closest state has 50.
It's Texas.
Yeah, with 50.
Yeah, Florida and Texas are the two biggest targets for the hurricanes.
Yeah. So
I've been through so many of them.
Yeah.
I've been through so many hurricanes. And actually, you know what? I have some good hurricane stories.
Yes.
Do you have any hurricane stories? That are not going to be completely boring.
I mean,
No, because I don't want one of your normal stories where, I was at this place and the hurricane came, and then I was just sitting there and I was like, oh man, how come the wind's not blowing here? How come it's not raining here? It's sunny out, but there's a hurricane. Oh, and then I realized, I lived in Georgia at the time, so it wasn't hitting there. And then I'm like, that's all you got? Oh yeah, that was the story, bro. Wasn't that interesting?
I have one kind of.
All right. So this will be like a build-up. So we'll have you do yours first. You'll be the opener.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really super exciting. It's just, in Florida, we know how to drive in fucking hurricanes, right?
All right. Hey. It is story time.
Story time.
Story time.
Story time. So this is back when I lived in Georgia, and whenever early 2000s and the hurricane hit up there. So nobody up there expects to get hit by a hurricane. So I mean, there's probably 6 inches of water on the road, and it's.
You said you lived in Georgia at the time.
Yeah.
I knew that's where this was going.
Yeah.
It always goes back to you lived in Georgia.
But listen, though, the hurricane hit up there, so shut the fuck up. So I was going to my job in the morning time.
What was your job?
Wendy's.
Okay.
So
they call it Wendy's in Georgia?
Yeah. So I had to be there at 7 a.m. This is about 6 a.m.
Why'd you have to be there so early?
Because Wendy's makes stuff fresh.
Yeah, but they didn't have breakfast at Wendy's back then, did they?
Nope, but it took that long to prep everything. Salads.
Okay. So if you were prepping at 6 in the morning, it wasn't exactly fresh by noon. 6 hours old.
No, we had to be there by 7. I was driving at 6.
5 hours old.
We opened at 10:30. It was 3.5 hours old.
Okay.
So.
Still not fresh.
But okay, that got it. We usually prep enough to get through lunch and then prep again in the afternoon, bro. Calm down. Anyways.
It was Georgia. People were having sex with animals there.
Yeah, maybe. No, so I was shooting down the interstate. Or not the interstate, this fucking highway, I guess. And there's like I said, the wind's blowing, I think, 50, 60 miles an hour around.
Did you live where did you live in Georgia?
Marietta.
And where was your job? Marietta?
Yeah. Ackworth.
Did you live north or south of your job?
West.
Okay.
I was driving by Six Flags.
Well, you said you were headed down the interstate. And if you were headed north, that'd be up the interstate. Then you'd be shooting up the interstate with heroin. Bacon grease, whatever you shoot up.
Ragu. No, so like I said, it's about 6 o'clock in the morning. There's nobody on the road, right? Nobody. And I've got a fucking 87 Thunderbird. And I'm hauling ass. I'm doing probably 80.
When did you have an 87 Thunderbird?
When I lived in Georgia. Oh. So I'm hauling ass. Well, I pass a cop who's sitting on the side of the road.
Did you just say there was nobody on the road?
Yeah.
So there was a cop.
There was a cop on the road, okay.
And you.
And me. Like I said, it's about 6 o'clock in the morning.
It's 2 people.
Sun's barely coming up. You can barely see. You can't see 10 feet in front of you, and I'm doing 70 or 80. This cop hits his lights and decides to come after me. And I don't stop. And so I'm going, and the wind is blowing me from the right lane to the left lane. And I get back over in the right lane, and I was doing this, right? And this cop is trying to chase me. And he clearly doesn't know how to drive in this weather. He followed me for about a half mile before he decided to turn off his lights and turn around because I wasn't stopping. And it was there was about 6 inches of water on the road, so it just was super sketch. I got to work, and that was it. Later on in the afternoon, I was out in my lobby and I was having to look out by the road, and there was birds flying like a school of birds. Flock of birds, whatever they are, and they were flapping their little wings as fast as they could go, and they'd go forward a little bit, and they'd stop flapping, and the wind would blow them back 20 feet, and I sat there and watched them for an hour do that. That's the extent of my hurricane story.
So the cop just gave up?
The cop just gave up. No ticket in the mail, no nothing.
Right about now.
That's
nice.
That's how it went?
Yeah.
They were just What?
Right. I was surprised he gave up, but I think he was scared to drive because I don't know. He just said, "Fuck it, I'm not going to chase this guy." But that was on him.
So he gave up, and you were just like,
pretty much. 2 nights later, though, I got pulled over. So again,
and then the police fucked you.
No, not necessarily. Come on, Cat. Really? You just right in the way of the fucking shit, huh?
He's channeling Man Cat right now.
Man Cat.
He is. He's channeling Man Cat.
Joseph, here.
Only Man
This is a
Cat.
card for all your pressure washing needs.
Brought to you by Deltona Pressure Washing.
Jesus.
All right, so now I have a good hurricane story.
I mean, I was going to use one from when you lived over yonder, but I figured I'll let you use it.
Oh, no, I wasn't even going to use that one.
Oh, no?
No.
Well, fuck.
We should... We'll each tell one hurricane story today because we got to have something to talk about on the live, right?
Yeah.
So during the hurricane, we'll tell hurricane stories. But
you know what? You have footage of him doing that, so you can...
Where is it?
You have it somewhere.
Oh yeah, we're gonna show that on Wednesday.
You should make a reel out of it.
Oh my god, I should. All right, so my hurricane story today is gonna be. I'll give them the intense one for our loyal podcast listeners.
Hell yeah.
This is going to be the most intense situation I've ever been in, not only in a hurricane, but in my entire life. I don't even know if you know this story.
It doesn't sound like I do.
Are you leaving?
No, I just had to stand up because my butt hurts.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I sat in the chair the other day for like 5 minutes. I was like, why does anybody sit in this? This is uncomfortable as fuck.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's horrible. Why don't you sit in your other chair?
Because it's way over there.
Oh, that makes sense. All right, so we'll say it's 2006. 2006 or 2007. I think it was 2006 because it involves my kids and they were really young. So I think it was 2006.
I was in Georgia then. So.
I don't even remember what hurricane it was.
The one in 2006.
Yeah. So
we narrowed it down.
I was with my ex, and we had twins that were very young. I don't even think they were a year old yet.
Right.
And we had her daughter that she had previous to me who would have been like 3, right?
Yeah.
And there was a hurricane coming, and we're like, the house we lived in was like from the 1930s, and we're like, okay, this house has been through all these hurricanes, we'll be fine, right? Yeah. She wanted to go. She's like, no, we need to go to my mom's house, because our house was wood. Her mom's house her mom lived in a concrete block house. And if you ever heard the story of the 3 little pigs, you know how that goes down, right? So she was like, no, we need to go to my mom's. I was like, we ain't going nowhere. We're hunkering down. This is our house. We fucking got this. It ain't going to be that bad, right? So we hunkered down, and next thing you know, the hurricane's hitting us, and it's like 100-mile-an-hour winds, and the whole house is shaking, and feels like it's going to fucking come apart. And she's just like, we need to go to my mom's right fucking now before we all die in this house. And I was like, yeah, I guess you're right.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's getting pretty fucking bad out there, right? So at this point, the hurricane had been hitting us for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. And we said, fuck it, we're going to load up and go to her mom. It was like a break. Like, we waited because it had been hitting us for a while. Motherfucker. You flicking cigarette butts at me while there? So it had been, I don't know how, it had been going on for a while, but you know how during the hurricanes you get like a break?
Yeah.
And then it'll come on again. So it was, I guess, like the eye had passed over us, right?
Right.
So we had like a 45-minute break, and we're like, all right, let's load the kids up and fucking go right now while we have this break, right? So we load the kids up, and we haul ass. Her mom lives
2 miles, maybe a mile?
Yeah, 2 miles down the road. Well, we get there, right? And as we get there, as we're pulling in, it starts hitting again, right? The wind picks up, the rain starts coming and shit. There's no power, so it's fucking dark out. It's because this was at night. And we pull onto her mom's road, and with the headlights, all I can see is water.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, this whole street's underwater.
Yeah, so for clarity, they live on a dead-end street that's
a dirt road. Right, yeah. It's a dirt road, right?
A private dirt road, so it doesn't ever get graded or anything
right,
like
and
that.
and the road sits real low, but the houses sit kind of up higher on the hills, right? So the houses, we can see the houses on the road, and her parents lived at the very end of the dirt road, right?
Yeah.
So we're at the street where the dirt road starts at the main regular asphalt street, and we've turned onto this thing, and it's completely underwater. I'm like, fuck, how deep can it possibly be? Can we drive through this? And I didn't have a choice. The storm is hitting again. Winds are going 75, 100 miles an hour, whatever. It's blowing. There's branches coming down and shit. I'm like, okay, fuck it. We have no choice. Like, what are we going to do? I have to drive through this. So I fucking hit it and fucking started going through it. Well, we got about 20 feet before the engine shut off. And water's coming in the doors because it was that deep. I was driving a Chevy Cobalt, like a 04 Chevy Cobalt. Yeah. So now we're stuck in the water. We've got 2 infants and a 3-year-old, and I want to, you know what? I want to say that the kids were probably 1, because I didn't have to hold their head. So Jasmine must have been 4. So it must have been 2007, not 2006. Kids must have been a year old, because I remember I didn't have to hold their heads up. But anyways, so we have no choice. Now we have to get out of the car and walk to her mom's house. The car's underwater. Yeah. We can't fucking do anything. So we get the kids out, and we start walking down this road in like almost waist deep water. Jesus. Well, when we started, it was like knee deep, but as we walked down the road, it got deeper and fucking got up to like waist deep. And then, Jesus. So I'm holding the 2 1-year-olds who are screaming at the top of their lungs as wind and rain and leaves are pelting them. And she's holding a 4-year-old who's screaming because the wind and the rain and leaves are fucking pelting them. Yeah. And she's carrying a diaper bag, and I'm carrying the 2 kids. And I think I had a bag on too. And here we are, trudging through, thinking the whole time, okay, we're dead. Like, there's literally branches coming down around us and shit. It was crazy. It was absolutely fucking insane. Dude, that's nuts. And we're walking through it. And it took us probably, it seemed like forever. It seemed like it took us an hour. It literally probably took us like 5 minutes to get the kids out and walk down to her mom's house.
It's like a scene out of a movie.
Oh, and dude, it was literally like a scene out of the movie, like thinking back about it. It was what was that movie where they're on the fucking ship and the storm comes, the fucking, like The Perfect Storm or something? It was like that. It was like blowing super hard, and it was just raining. It was absolutely insane, but we made it. We made it down there with fucking all 3 kids and survived. And
did you live?
Yeah, we lived, bro. Cool. The car did not live. The car, when the hurricane was over, we called like a tow truck, and they came and got it, and they said the engine and the transmission were liquid locked. They were both completely full of water. Like, they put it in, like, tried to put it in neutral to, like, roll it out, and they couldn't even put it in neutral. They had to pull it out against the fucking shit. The tires wouldn't turn.
That sucks.
Completely fucking liquid lock. But insurance paid for it, so fuck it.
Hell yeah.
Wasn't even my car. It's my mom's car.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that was crazy.
Dude,
yeah,
that's nuts.
That was an intense fucking hurricane story. Literally the most intense moment of my life. Like, if you have kids, and then you can imagine being with all of them, and you can't see anything because it's pitch dark. Pitch dark, all the power's out.
I would have just left the headlights of the car on.
They were underwater.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. So it was, yeah.
So what you're saying is, if you live out of state, and you come to Florida and it's hurricane season, you just need to make sure your car has a snorkel.
Pretty much. Or just let us do our thing and stay the fuck away.
Yeah, Florida's full.
Yeah, we don't need you for hurricane season. We'll be fine. Like,
yeah.
You'll hear on Wednesday about some other hurricane stories. We're not afraid of the hurricane.
No.
Like, I've literally been considering, and it may still happen, going down to, like, Ace Hardware or something tomorrow and get one of those plastic kiddie pools and put it in the yard, filling up water. That way I got somewhere to hang out during the hurricane.
Can you make 2 of them?
Will you sit out there during the hurricane?
Fuck yeah, I'll sit out there in the hurricane with sunglasses on. You have a nifty car cooler over here. Can we pull that out there and fill it full of beer?
How are we going to plug it in?
I guess we could use a regular cooler.
Yeah, just with ice.
It's not as cool.
Well, no, you can't buy ice right now. The hurricane's coming. You can't buy ice, you can't buy gas, can't buy water. Isn't that insane? I never understood this about fucking hurricanes, right? We got a hurricane coming to Florida, and what does everybody in the entire state feel the need to fucking do?
Buy toilet paper.
They go to the store, and they buy water. Cases and cases and cases of bottled water. Do they know what a hurricane is? It is a giant ball of water.
It isn't legal in the state of Florida to collect rainwater.
That is not true, actually.
That is true.
Nope, it's not true.
Yes, it is true. It's only not true if you're like on a farm or something.
No, you can collect rainwater in the state of Florida. It's not a state law. Now, some cities say no, but state law does not prohibit you from collecting rainwater.
When did that change?
It never has. No, like I said, you might live in a city that says you can't do it, but the state, it's completely legal. I know a bunch of people that do it. Completely legal.
don't know.
But mind you, I don't give a fuck if it's illegal. It's the middle of a fucking hurricane. You're not allowed to collect the water.
Yeah, well,
I mean, fuck.
what are we gonna collect it in though? That's the question.
You put buckets out there. You fucking.
They fly away.
I'm gonna give some tips for anybody that's listening in the state of Florida. There's several things you can do before the hurricane to have water. If you can't buy it at the store, you just fill up some jugs if you want to. Fill up your bathtub.
Fill up your hand sink. Fill up all sinks.
Yeah, I mean, fill up your shit with water. Put a couple buckets out in the rain. You can collect water. I mean, we're in Florida. It's not like water is scarce. Yet everybody feels they need to go to the store and buy all the bottles. Everyone. And you can't buy ice. All of a sudden, fucking, they can't freeze ice anymore, or freeze water anymore?
They can't keep supply up. That's the problem.
It's insane. I mean, it's absolutely insane. And I don't even care if it's fresh ice. It could be stale.
Do you remember going out?
Your favorite sign. That's
favorite
why I said
sign,
that.
bro. My favorite sign going down 326. There used to be a sign out there next to an ice machine that says fresh ice. That fucking kills me. Every time.
Right.
They took it down, though.
How could ice not be fresh? It's ice.
I don't know. You think ice has an expiration date?
I mean, I hope not. I've had some ice cubes in my freezer. Been there for 3 years. I'll still use them.
I don't understand. It confuses me.
Yeah, hurricanes are insane. Like,
yeah,
all the gas is gone. Now, all of a sudden, they don't have gas because there's a hurricane coming.
Yeah, like,
why does everybody feel the need to buy a lot of gas when a hurricane comes?
Well, you know, and that's the thing, right? That doesn't make sense to me either. I'm not saying leave your car on empty, but if you have 5 cars, there's no reason to fill them all full of gas. Fill the one car up because
who are all these people that don't just put gas in their car on a regular basis, anyways?
Right.
All of a sudden, there's a hurricane coming, and it's like 500,000 people that never put gas in their car.
Right.
Show up to put gas in their car.
So, yeah, it's not like you're gonna be able to go anywhere. If the hurricane's that bad, you're not gonna be able to go anywhere.
Right. And okay, maybe you got a generator, but how much gas do you need for your generator? I mean,
you don't really need it during the day. You just need it for what? 10 hours at night?
Oh, these people run them things during the day for the air conditioning. I mean, if you're without power for a couple of days, I guess, yeah, you might need some gas, but fuck. It's just insane to me that it's all gone. Like, they just take all of it. Like,
yeah.
There should be a limit. There should be a 20-gallon per day limit per person.
Remember, we rolled up to a gas station Sunday, and there was a lady at a gas pump. Every one of them were bagged. Yep. And we're like, yo, this lady's fucking gangster. She said, fuck their shit. We rolled up and was like, hey, are the gas pumps working? She goes, no, but I work here and I need to get gas. And she's like, I need to get a little something for my car. I look and she's put like $30 in gas. And I'm like, I'm pulling away. I'm like, but I can clearly see that you've pumped $30 in gas already.
Right.
You know, in my head, I'm just like, what the fuck? And then we went to another gas station. The guy was like, yeah, I got gas. What did he tell you?
Oh, yeah. He said that nobody's out of gas. We just got our gas deliveries yesterday. Everybody's bagging their shit and saying they're out of gas. You can't get gas here right now because when it gets closer to the hurricane, like today, tomorrow, Wednesday, when it's actually getting ready to hit, they can jack the prices up 50 cents to $1. Jesus. And they're all going to do that. So they keep the gas that they have because of the hurricane coming. They may not get a delivery. If something bad happens and state of emergency shit, they might not get a gas delivery.
Well, DeSantis has already declared a state of emergency,
right? But
certain counties.
I'm saying if something fucking happens with like the roads get blocked with trees or something, or the gas plant gets fucking hit and they can't get a delivery of gas, they want to be able to sell gas at a premium. So beforehand, they just shut it down. Say, nope, sorry, don't have any. There should just be a 20-gallon per person limit. I know they couldn't track you across all gas stations, but like if you should have when you go in like to the gas station,
you should have to be able to. You should set it up to prepay, and you have to cap out at 20 gallons.
Either prepay or even just cap I'm sure there's a way to cap the pumps where they won't let you go over a certain amount.
Yeah, you would think so.
Computer-wise,
right?
Exactly.
Be able to fucking do that.
20 gallons per person, and that will solve the problem.
I used to work at a gas station here in Orange City, and then, I think what he said was accurate. Like, we were so busy, we used to get three fuel deliveries a day.
Right.
So, like, but we had one driver dedicated to bringing us fuel. That was his, every day he worked. That was his, dedicated to bringing us 3 loads a day, and that was it. That's all he worked.
I bet you took 3 loads a day.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's how I paid rent, bro.
Well,
Just one time banking.
All right, so we're sitting here talking about the hurricane, and we got some other stuff coming up here on the Fat Hog podcast. But right now, we're going to need to take a break. We're about 30 minutes in, so we're going to take a little break. And when we come back, more on hurricanes and other stuff.
Word.
Hey, did you know you too can have your very own podcast?
It's super, super easy with Anchor. That's how me and Bomb do it every single week. All you got to do is download the free app to your smartphone, Apple or Android, or go right to anchor.fm from your laptop. They've got everything you need to record and edit right there. If you want to use your own software, you can do that too. Just upload it right through the app. They get your podcast out there to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more all across the internet. And you can make money from your podcast. They hook you up with sponsors. You don't have to find your own sponsors. They find them for you. Get paid to podcast every single week. It's everything you need to make a professional podcast all in one place, and it's 100% free. So if you want to make a podcast, download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm right now to get started.
All right, we're back.
Yes, we are back.
Hopefully somebody fucking, gets on Anchor and does a podcast because we gave them that information.
Yeah.
So back to the hurricanes. It's insane, bro. Everything is going crazy in the state, and it's stupid because it's like it's a sun shower, bro.
Even the Hurricanes lost.
Yeah, that's
team.
true. That's true. So
I know we're not doing sports this week, but just real quick, the NFL is not doing the Pro Bowl anymore. First time in 71 years.
Really?
Yep, they've officially canceled this Pro Bowl.
Why?
Right. It's unnecessarily because people that go to the Pro Bowl, there's more than likely a lot of them are going to be on the Super Bowl teams, and it could hurt them.
Oh,
so
that makes sense.
That was the biggest thing.
They should just do the Pro Bowl after the Super Bowl.
That's been the biggest thing too. Is why not wait till after the Super Bowl? But
right.
No, they want to do it just the week leading up to the Super Bowl. So.
I bet Hawaii's pissed.
Oh, I'm sure.
That's their big fucking thing because they don't have a team.
Well, they're going to be doing skills competitions and a flag football. So they're not going to do any more. They're not going to do any more contact football beforehand.
Why doesn't Hawaii have a football team?
Hawaii College does.
Yeah, but they should have a fucking pro team like the Samoans out there.
The Hawaiian Samoans.
Right.
Jesus.
Well, I mean, like the Hawaiian people and the Samoan people are very similar.
Right.
Like a lot of the Samoans live in Hawaii.
Right.
Like that would be fucking insanely dope if it was just a bunch of fucking 400-pound Samoans on an NFL team.
That'd be great. The quarterback's 400 pounds.
Right. And is the fastest quarterback in the league.
Running like a 4.5 40 or 4.7.
Right. Every play is a quarterback sneak. It's just nobody can tackle him.
Jesus.
So anyways, if you're headed out to Walmart to buy supplies for your fucking hurricane time or whatever. It's
too late.
Yeah, pretty much too late because Walmart is pretty much fucking shut down right now. Speaking of Walmart being shut down.
God.
We got breaking news here on the Fat Hog Show.
Inside information.
I think we're the only ones reporting on this right now.
Yes.
Like, you're getting exclusive shit that only we fucking know about because we have sources inside, and those inside sources gave us information that the public is not supposed to know.
No. Photos will be going up soon to back up what I'm about to say.
Yes.
So this is not hearsay.
You'll be able to see it on, our Facebook, our website?
All of them.
We're going to just post that shit everywhere.
So, this comes from a person located north of Florida. This is a .com, what they call a .com warehouse. Basically, any shit that you order off the website comes from these warehouses.
Right.
So, I'm going to precursor this by saying, mysteriously, one of their... I don't want to say mysteriously because I don't want to get myself in trouble. Who
are you going to get in trouble with?
Who knows, man. One of their warehouses, their other warehouses, burned down. Okay, so this.
Well, yeah, Joe Biden lit it on fire.
So,
is that what you meant by getting in trouble?
No. So, this the information that we got was that at the same time, 1,700 of these workers from Walmart
At a different warehouse.
At a different warehouse, yes. Okay, so the warehouse that burned down, those workers got relocated to this warehouse. Okay. And then a week later, there was a letter sent out to all 1,700 of these employees that told them, hey, basically your job is no longer needed. We are shutting down this warehouse. 1,700 people just like that.
Yep, no notice.
Jobs. No notice, no nothing. Right? So, but Walmart is paying them from until like December 1st, from like the 23rd till December 1st.
Well, on that end, shout out to Walmart.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to that. But it's just in time for Christmas.
Sorry, still medicating my teeth.
Just in time for Christmas. You're not going to have any money. You're going to be jobless. They did tell them that they would be eligible to locate elsewhere within the company if they could find a job.
Yeah, but
and
listen,
all of these people...
You say they'll be, like, just before Christmas, they'll be broke. They're paying them their full salary, right?
Well, yeah. So if they can't... But they're going to stop paying them as of December 1st.
Right, but they're giving them a pretty good advance notice. Hey, save your money for Christmas, because here's... Isn't there a severance package thing in there, too?
Yeah, so after... But it's not very good. At all.
It's better than what they have to give them. Which
Yeah.
is not a goddamn thing.
Yeah. Basically, it's whatever vacation time you would have accrued working there is what you're being paid.
Right.
So, like, if you've been there under 2 years and you only have a week's vacation time, that is all you're... Even if you've already took your vacation, that is all you're getting paid for.
Right.
So you have to be there 10 plus years to get paid another full month.
I mean, still, though, they don't have to give them shit. They can't just fire them and send them on their way.
Right, they could have.
But this isn't even the breaking news.
Yeah.
Like, this is... I mean, yeah, this isn't, like, maybe publicly known, but the breaking news is now.
So, hold on. I got to go back through my messages and read. December 2nd, sorry.
Okay, so December 2nd. So they're giving them a pretty good advance notice. They're going to give them the money or whatever. They're going to pay them through.
So this person is thinking that it's never hit the news. It was never made known. So they're thinking, they joked that Walmart was paying them hush-hush money because it never hit the news. It never made any kind of... You trying to burn your mic over there, bro?
Yeah. Come on, get to the good part.
She's saying that I'm trying to get there, man. I want to make sure I get it all.
Holy shit.
Wait, what do you consider a good part?
This is why you don't have a woman.
Probably. What do you consider there's a good part?
The fucking PlayStation thing.
Okay, yeah, that's next. After this. So, she's feeling like everybody's been blacklisted because they've all been applying to all these other locations and other jobs, and nobody's getting any callbacks.
Okay.
So, they feel like they've been blacklisted.
See, I would say no, they haven't been blacklisted. What's happening is Walmart's like, yeah, we're not going to double pay these people. We'll hire them back when we need them in December. Let them take their check for right now.
Probably.
I mean, because if you're giving them a piece of paper saying, hey, we're guaranteeing this money till December 2nd, and then they hire you into another spot in the job, now they're double paying.
So what it is if you don't get another job, then they're going to pay you. But if you get another job in a company, they're not going to double pay you. They're going to stop paying you that whatever, and you're not going to go backwards and pay. They'll start you out at whatever that you were making before.
Right.
So they can't even get like Sam's Club or anything. But basically they're saying is that since COVID is basically over, nobody's buying online, which I feel like is not true. I feel like everybody orders shit online.
Walmart's having issues because we're in beef with China right now, but that's a whole nother fucking podcast.
So
get to the good part, the PlayStation.
I'm now, okay?
This is the breaking news part.
Yes. So one of the managers for this .com warehouse decided, this was back when the PlayStation 5s first came out.
Right.
So
like 2 years ago.
Yeah, when nobody could get them and they were hard to find, like everybody was out of stock. Because they had them in stock there because they were a .com warehouse. They had to have them. So this manager, she decided that she was going to give the other managers in the company, in the warehouse, bonuses of the PlayStation 5s.
That was their bonus.
That was their bonus that she allegedly stole.
Right.
I'm not going to say she did because allegedly stole.
She stole them motherfuckers.
So But it gave them to all the managers.
Right, and you
so
couldn't buy them.
You couldn't buy them
because she gave them all away.
Because she gave them all away.
Right.
Now, Walmart has fired her.
Yep.
And these other managers have went on to other places, hunted these other managers down and fired them for taking the PlayStations. Right. That is crazy. And then
she was the manager at the warehouse that had the 1,700 people that got fucking canned.
Yes. And this says, what makes it funny was up until about a month ago, this bitch was flaunting all her money she stole on her Facebook, Instagram, etc. She had no shame until 1,700 pissed off employees started hunting her up when building got shut down. She sent me her Facebook why, which I will not be sharing. But she was posting like she bought new tits, new ass, new car. She was like all kinds of stuff. Apparently, she was flaunting that she went and bought all this stuff from allegedly money that she stole from Walmart.
So she was a manager at a .com warehouse. Somehow she was laundering money out of there. Right? She was laundering money. She gave away all these PS5s to all these employees, making them unavailable to buy online.
Right.
And then they found out. They fired 1,700 people that worked under her, gave them severance packages, and said, like, they shut the fuck up about this.
Yeah.
And then hunted her down, all her cohorts that got the PlayStation 5s, and fired them all. Here's the question. How good was she? Were they not just prosecuting her?
I don't know. I don't know that they're not prosecuting her.
Well, yeah, I guess they could be. But you would think they want to...
Because the way they're keeping things hush-hush right now, with the fact that 1,700 people just got let go, and
but that's no big deal. Companies do that shit all the time. The big deal, I promise you, is those PlayStations.
Like in the United States, that shit is rare, bro.
No, it's
1,700 people displaced.
What? Some big company just a year ago or 2 years ago or something fucking fired like 5,800 people.
But you heard about it.
Yeah.
But you heard about it.
But this shit happens all the time, bro.
I don't know.
I'm telling you, the big deal is those PlayStations, because I bet if it gets out that the reason that they couldn't sell PlayStations is they were unavailable is because this bitch gave them to other fucking employees and shit. Yeah. Sony could pull their fucking shit from Walmart.
I bet, bro. That'd fucking devastate them.
Sony be like, really? What the fuck? Like, we thought you sold all them motherfuckers.
Right.
Because Sony's like, when it comes to their PlayStation and shit, they keep that shit fucking close to the vest. Like, they're tight with their shit. They plan out exactly when they're going to release something and how many, and like to keep their value up and shit. Like, they have that all shit. And then Walmart fucking has an employee that fucked up their whole system.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the fucking breaking news. That's the big shit right there. Is that because that PS5, was some serious shit, just like all of them. Every PlayStation that's ever been released has been people killing people in Walmart parking lots over getting them PlayStations.
Yeah, and the markup on them was 200%. Yeah. You'd buy them for $5, and you'd have to, buy them for $2 afterwards.
Oh, yeah. Remember, which one was it that when they released it, they were selling them on eBay for like $10,000?
It was a PlayStation.
I know. Was it the 2 or the 3?
Oh, I don't remember.
I think it was the 3.
I think so.
When the PS3 came out is when people were killing each other and fucking selling them on eBay for $10,000. And PlayStation shit is crazy serious. So for Walmart to be involved in that kind of a scandal with a PlayStation, a PS5,
especially one so high in demand,
right? They're all high in demand. That's what I'm saying, dude. They have a strategy as Sony on how they do that shit.
Yeah,
and this bitch fucked it up. So Walmart, that's why they're keeping that shit close to the vest, because Sony come in and say, hey, guess what? Now you can't buy PlayStations at Walmart.
Yeah, I mean, unless they turn this bitch over to Sony and let Sony prosecute her.
But she didn't steal anything from Sony.
Yeah, I guess.
She stole it from Walmart. It would have to be Walmart that goes after her, I would think.
Yeah.
Imagine if Sony just said, fuck it, Walmart can't carry our products anymore. Like... That would blow up like GameStop and fucking Target. Like those places would, right? But the two big ones got to be like Target and GameStop, right?
Yeah,
they would fucking explode with business if Sony said, you know what, you can't.
Oh, for sure.
You can't carry our PlayStations. You can't carry the games. You can't carry the TVs. You can't carry anything that Sony makes. You cannot fucking carry anymore at Walmart. That would be, bro. Sony Music, Sony Movies.
Yeah.
Like, all the shit that Sony's got their hands in, they just said, fuck Walmart. You allowed this to happen, guess what? You're out.
Bro.
I don't think it would kill Walmart, but...
No, but it'd fucking...
It hurt.
Big old hurt in that fucking...
What's going to kill Walmart is what's going on in China.
Yeah. So this person says that they work a specific shift, and they said... during the day shift on Tuesday, corporate walked in and told everybody to leave. Then the rest of us got the call saying that the building was temporarily closed while they updated, but we'd be paid, etc. They'd update by the end of the week. The end of the week was the call telling us our jobs were no longer existing.
Nice.
They said that they kept about 100 people out of 2,000. We figured there was their cleanup crew to clean out the building. Now, what makes this funny is this person works in systems, and if there was going to be an update, this person would have been there to do the update. So why was this person not there? I tend to agree that it was a cleanup, that it was just everybody cleaning up,
getting empty in the fucking warehouse,
right?
Because they're gonna Walmart. I'm sure they'll do something with it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they'll probably sell it,
or just turn it into another distribution center. They already got it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Or they'll turn it back into a .com warehouse. They just wanted to clean out all the fucking trash and shit from this and let it be quiet for a while, and so Sony don't get mad at them. But you also got to think about what's going on in the world with China and Russia and the nukes and the wars, and China's like fucking hates us right now, and everything in Walmart comes from China. Like, Walmart has their own fucking factories and warehouses and shit in China. Like, China and Walmart are like working, they are hand in hand in the Walmart business. And if China's all fucking pissed off at the United States and they don't want to fucking contribute anymore, or they're, maybe they're limiting the amount of shit that Walmart can get. I mean, think about that. Think about how badly China could hurt the American people if they limited what you could buy at Walmart.
Jesus.
Like, people would go nuts if they can't get certain things. Like, oh, you know what? We're not going to sell fucking this anymore. We're not going to sell this anymore. Or we're only going to make available fucking 12 spoons. Like, you can only buy 12 spoons at this store. Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
Walmart, China could fuck with Walmart, and that would fuck up, not necessarily like militarily, but just like the morale of the country.
Bro, if Sony pulled and China pulled, bro, Walmart would have to close.
I don't think China would pull because they make money off of that, but they could limit resources going out to Walmarts where you can only get limited amount of shit.
Right.
And that would devastate Walmart. And it would devastate us as a people morality wise, man. Most of the country shops at fucking Walmart.
Yeah.
And now you can't go to Walmart. I mean, they already fucked us up with the COVID when they stopped being 24 hours.
Right.
Like, that was a freedom I enjoyed. Like, it's 3 o'clock in the morning and I need fucking this new PlayStation game, or I need red socks, or...
Yeah. And the crazy part is we live close to one of the busiest Walmarts in Central Florida. 24
hours a day, that bitch was fucking packed full of people.
Yeah, and it is nuts.
What if it's 4:30 a.m. and I want to fucking crockpot something and I don't have a crockpot?
Right.
Now what am I supposed to do?
What if it's 3 a.m. and I got super stoned and called a cab and want ice cream?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, to be fair, you could go to like Wawa or 7-Eleven, but you couldn't buy a toaster.
That's true. That is true.
You couldn't buy a toaster. You couldn't revamp your fucking wardrobe.
Yeah,
at 3 a.m.
I couldn't, but you could.
I mean, they got some shit that fits you.
No, they don't.
They got them fucking 3X pajama pants, bro.
I mean,
you could both get in those motherfuckers.
Bro.
I gave you that pair, remember? You were like, oh my god, I can't believe these fit.
Yeah, until I sat down and blew out the ass.
I mean, so?
What, am I just standing the entire time I wear them?
Walmart's fucking people left and right. Not going to be open 24 hours a day anymore. Yeah. So fuck them. I'm glad that girl stole them PlayStation. So, that's what happens when you fucking stop being 24 hours.
So along with this information that was sent to me, there's like a 4 or 5 page letter that was sent out. I got to black out information, but we'll upload that. So if you're interested, you can read and see what they had to say.
All right, you'll be able to go check out what Walmart sent to their employees and their whole take on the fucking thing, I guess.
Yeah. It's nuts, though, man. It's nuts.
I mean, it is, but at the same time, it's fucking not. What do you expect? It's a corporation that fucking does whatever they want.
Yeah.
It's not just a corporation. It is the biggest corporation in the world, I think, right? Isn't Walmart the largest company in the world?
I think so.
I think they are, employee-wise, money-wise. Like, locations. Walmart's huge, bro.
Yeah, so am I.
Yeah, but
They're bigger, I think.
right, like you are to an anthill what Walmart is to the world.
Fair. Fair.
That's how big Walmart is.
Speaking of ice cream, no, we don't have any.
No, I did make popsicles out of fucking grape juice.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
The grapes that I picked, motherfucker, in the backyard.
So the popsicles are gonna have seeds in them.
No, I removed all the seeds. It took me fucking 12 hours. So yeah, that was our breaking Walmart news, I guess.
Bro, I just can't believe that shit. This bitch stole all these PlayStations.
That kills me, dude.
Yeah.
Good thing I wasn't in the market for a PS5. I got a PS4, and the only reason I got a PS4 is because my girlfriend is significantly younger than me. She's legal. Obviously, we have a child together, but like she is in that era of I have to have a PlayStation.
But to be fair, you can have a child of 13. She's not 13, but you could.
Yeah, she's definitely not 13. She's like 25, 26.
26.
So, but she's in that era where I've got to have the newest PlayStation. And when we got it, the PS5 like wasn't out yet, I don't think.
Yeah.
But I was rocking a PS2, bro.
I remember.
I was
when I was at the castle and you guys were on tour. I'm like, oh, what do I get to play? And I'm like, does this motherfucker really have a PS2?
Yeah, bro.
I mean, it worked. I'm not bitching.
It had the games that I like, and I only played it like once a month, which still, now the one I have now, I play like once a month.
No, you don't. You play it like 3 times a month for like 97 hours.
No, I play once a month, bro. I'm telling you, I play once a month. But for the one, to be fair, for the once a month, it's not just a day. It'll be like 4 days.
Yeah, like, bro, you were in a contest, right? It's paused on the TV right now. You were in the middle of a contest with fucking like monster trucks or something.
No, my old lady show is paused on the TV right now.
Oh, okay.
Actually, no. Actually, George Lopez show is paused on the TV right now. I like the new Wreck-'em game, bro. The Wreck-'em game is cool, so I do play that. And it's like once a month, and I'll get into it and I'll start playing it, and then it'll be like every day for 4 days. Not consistently 4 days, but like every day I'll get off of work and I want to play PlayStation. And then I get over it and I move on. Because I can't, like, it makes me violent, bro. I throw the controllers, I fucking kick shit over, I come out in the garage and smash shit. Like, I can't do PlayStation for more than like 3 or 4 days. It'll ruin my life. That Wreck-'em game is cool as fuck, though. It's the first game ever where your fucking entire mission in life is to destroy cars. Like, it's a great racing game. I love it.
I destroy cars every time I sit in them.
Well, yeah, that's true.
So.
But not like this. I mean, where else can you have like one of the games they have on there is you're in a monster truck and you're in a demolition derby, but everybody else in the demolition derby is on riding lawnmowers and golf carts. And you're in a monster truck. And when you run them over, they fly off like you kill them.
That's great.
It's such a great game.
Jesus.
So, yeah. So, I've got this PlayStation, but I don't play it very often.
I think I've played it twice in the 7 months that I've been here.
Really? You played PlayStation?
I think I've played it twice.
Yeah. So, you have notes, right?
No. Well, my only notes was the Walmart thing.
Oh, that's it?
That's all I had.
All right, well, listen. Then we will take a break real quick, and when we come back, in light of the recent news of this hurricane, we are going to bring back a segment that we haven't had since last season.
What's that?
It's a surprise, bro.
Surprise. I hate all these surprises always fuck with me. I don't hate surprises.
We're going to bring back a segment that everybody loves that hasn't been here, but hurricane coming, so if you are a regular listener, then you may be able to guess what that segment is. If you're not a regular listener, then stay tuned because it's going to be great. We'll be right back.
It's time for Mike Busey's Drunk People in Costumes 2022.
What's Drunk People in Costumes?
It's the wildest Halloween party in America, brought to you by Mike Busey.
Who's Mike Busey?
Mike Busey is the king of rock and roll debauchery, a party god, and the owner of the wildest house in America, the Sausage Castle.
What's the Sausage Castle?
Yeah. Just shut the fuck up and go to the goddamn party. October 28th, 29th, and 30th.
How do I get to go?
You just gotta sign up at MikeBusey.com. We'll see you there.
Florida drive the wall, wanna smoke some meth. Might even fuck your dog to death. He's Florida man, short on cash. He's up next on this podcast. All right, so you guessed it, or maybe you didn't, but our next segment is Florida Man. I love Florida Man. Yes. I've been trying to figure out where to put my guitar, because normally we have audio, or we have old audio from last season, but I was like, fuck it. We're bringing it back special for the hurricane. I'm going to go live. I'm going to play it live fucking on Wednesday. I'm going to write new verses about hurricanes.
Hell yeah, that'll be dope. All
right, so we brought it back because there's a... It's kind of an old Florida Man. Yes. Not the one that we've necessarily done before, but one that was in the news back in 2017. I think this still applies today.
I think it does.
When the Pasco County, Florida Sheriff's Office had to put out a warning to Florida residents, do not shoot the hurricane. Do not shoot at Hurricane Irma. You won't make it turn around. This was the issue that was this is back in 2017. September 10th, 2017 at 11:03 a.m. Florida County Sheriff in Pasco County, Florida, which is like Tampa area, I think.
Yeah. Close over there.
Yeah, I think it's over in Tampa. Issued a warning: do not shoot weapons or firearms at Hurricane Irma. You won't make it turn around, and it will have very dangerous side effects. Like they had to put this. They had to put this out.
You know, if there's a warning, that means somebody has done it in the past.
Right.
That's what prompts warnings.
Well, okay, so there. Listen. Listen, he had to put out this warning because gun owners in Florida announced on the internet that they plan to shoot down the hurricane.
If that's not the most iconic Florida man you can fucking get, bro.
People were online saying that they were going to shoot at the hurricane to get it turned around. Gun owners in Florida have vowed to respond to Hurricane Irma by shooting at the storm. Tens of thousands of people have joined an event advertised on Facebook to tackle the hurricane currently bearing down on Florida in an attempt to show Irma we shoot first.
Listen, an eye for a fucking eye, bro.
Oh, shit.
Could you imagine some militia dude out there just with a fucking full auto? Oh,
my God, dude. This is so ridiculous. I wonder, it's got to be something the same. We haven't even had one in a while.
Listen, could you imagine sitting there, like, your windows boarded up and you're sitting in your living room and then fucking, like, 10 bullets just come whizzing through your fucking... You're boarded up and you've been shot and you're like...
Right.
And you're laying there and it's like, how did he die? Hurricane. You're like, well, how did he die in a hurricane? He was shot. What? What the fuck? That would suck.
It's there's so many articles on this online. Florida gun owners encouraged to shoot the storm.
Jesus.
And fire their guns at Hurricane Irma out of boredom.
Out of boredom.
Florida man suggests shooting guns at Hurricane Irma out of the stress and boredom has found that his idea has captured people's imaginations with over 16,000 people signing up to join in on the Shoot the Storm event.
Could you imagine?
This is still a thing, right?
It's gotta be, bro.
Oh, man. The event was called Shoot at Hurricane Irma, and everyone was invited. On Tuesday, Roy...
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my God.
For those you can't see, he's got his headphones off and his hands over his face laughing.
This is the best thing that could have happened.
Oh, boy.
On Tuesday, Ryan Edwards of DeLand, Florida, created a Facebook event page about the gathering.
DeLand is north of us by about 7 minutes.
Of course it was fucking DeLand. And he called the hurricane Goofy and added in all caps, "Let's show Irma that we shoot first." At that time, the Houston metropolitan area was just beginning to recover after Hurricane Harvey. Irma was looming just hours away from making its first landfall on the island of Bermuda. Mr. Edwards' show of comic bravado was a hit. His friends started signing on and making jokes.
Jesus.
Then a few strangers joined, and then more. On Sunday, more than 55,000 people had visited the page and expressed their interest in joining the event by shooting at the hurricane. Mr. Edwards, 22, who said he owns a couple of rifles and a handgun, is a welder and a bassist for a metal band called Gucci Flute.
Oh, God.
He definitely lives in DeLand.
Oh, my God.
I guess that a lot of people just connected to the joke, and the more it got shared, the more attention it seemed to get, he said on Sunday. People say we can't shoot Irma. Okay, fine. But what about nuking it? Can't we just send Bruce Willis into the eye of the storm with a nuke? Oh, my God.
Goodness.
Oh, okay, so full disclosure, I knew that I was going to do this segment about this because the hurricane's coming, and this is one of the funniest things that's ever happened, where the law enforcement had to go out and tell people they weren't allowed to shoot at the fucking hurricane. I had no idea it was from DeLand.
Dude, that's awesome.
You were born in DeLand.
Yes.
My children were born in DeLand.
Yes.
Like, it's literally, like you said, not even fucking 5 minutes down the road from us. It's 2 miles from here.
Right.
And DeLand has a special group of people.
It's barely real special.
Yeah, like the Florida Man song, I wrote that about people in DeLand. And so that's great. I had no idea that came out of DeLand. And it made it all the way down to Tampa where the sheriff had to say, no, do not shoot at the fucking hurricane. This is a bad idea. Mind you, we're 2.5 hours from Tampa.
Yeah.
2 hours from Tampa.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. I lost my shit when I saw it was from fucking DeLand.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
You weren't able to hear me, but I was trying to describe it to him.
So, I don't know if we should encourage or discourage this behavior.
For legal reasons, we should discourage it. Wink, wink.
Right. I mean, yeah, you probably shouldn't shoot into the hurricane. I don't think it's going to do any good.
You should definitely not shoot into the hurricane.
Like this sheriff said, it's not going to turn around.
However, if you take all of your box fans in your house, and do like we're going to do, and put them outside and turn them on high and face them at the hurricane back at the coast, we could blow the hurricane back.
In theory. If everybody in the whole state shot at the same exact time towards a hurricane, would there be enough force out of all those guns to push it a little bit?
No.
I mean, NASA just threw a fucking satellite at an asteroid today in hopes of getting it to move. So why wouldn't the force? I mean, this low pressure system that's coming down from the north, they say is helping steer the hurricane where it's going to fucking go. When you shoot a gun and the bullet comes out, doesn't it? The explosion and all that is because you're changing to extremely low pressure for a split second, right?
Yes, but it would have to be right on top of us for it to work. Like literally, at the end of the barrel of the gun.
Well, how many people live in Florida? Millions. If 5 million guns went off at the same fucking time, you don't think of the four. I mean, imagine if you condensed all that into one gun. Imagine the kick.
Jesus.
So I'm saying, like that force.
Listen, I'm still on the theory. If everybody in Florida takes their box fans, which everybody in Florida has a box fan, takes it outside, faces it towards the west coast to Tampa, turns their fan on high and leaves it, it'll blow the hurricane
What if we
back.
could get everybody in Florida to fart at the same time in the direction of the hurricane?
Oh, that'd be smelly.
You think the whole state would smell bad? Bro,
I mean,
what if we could get all of them to drip some
like
paint
Eustis.
into their ass and do it towards the
You and
golf?
fart art, bro. Why are you obsessed with fart art?
You can't even say fart art. That's trademarked. If they fart arted towards the Gulf of Mexico and made it all different colors, we'd be huge then. Like, our fucking podcast would go super viral, hundreds of millions of listeners because we created fart art.
Jesus.
And they fart arted the Gulf of Mexico. Everybody fart art at Hurricane Ian. Her. Or whatever it is.
Jesus. Oh, boy.
So,
fart art.
shooting at the hurricane, huh?
No. I would try it, but but I don't, it's not safe. Clearly not safe.
No, probably not. Plus, I'm not going to waste ammunition. The Chinese are about to invade us.
Especially with ammo being so expensive right now.
Yeah, ammo is... I got a great deal on ammo the other day. I got 100 rounds for $50.
Yes, you told me 17 times.
Yeah, it was a good deal.
Yeah?
Of 9mm ammo, too.
Yeah.
So, speaking of this NASA fucking thing, the NASA is decided that they have a great idea, probably inspired by a movie, maybe.
Maybe.
On how if an asteroid's coming at Earth, they can deter it by throwing a spaceship at it, which they did today in a test.
You said it's packed full of explosives.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, if it's not, then I'm very disappointed in NASA. Why would you not pack it full of explosives?
Yeah. Here's my theory on this, right? I mean, why do you think that they're trying this?
I mean, so in theory, I mean, asteroids come close to us all the time.
No,
At
I know
any
that.
point, one could fucking hit us, so why not have a plan to stop it?
I feel like they know there's one coming at us.
Very, very likely.
I
Very,
feel like they
very
know there's
likely.
one coming at us, and we are trying anything that we could do.
Well, they also can see shit coming, years and years in advance.
Right.
So this, they could say, okay, we know in 20, 30 years this thing's going to fucking probably hit us, so we
Right.
need to start getting ready now. So I don't think it's going to be like tomorrow. I'm pretty sure.
Well,
that
yeah.
it'll
Well, yeah,
be-
I don't think it's gonna be
But you're
tomorrow.
probably right. They probably see something out there and they're like, okay, this is a fucking thing. Or they might not.
And they
might
went
just-
after a specific size. So
Well, I mean, yeah, that's true.
So that tells me that they know something.
Well, it could. I don't know. They went after a specific size. They just probably picked one that was big, that was close enough to us to do something to.
Maybe.
I mean, you never know. There could be one coming, though, man. The government be doing shit like that. They ain't gonna tell us. But I mean, if we had a fucking, this could have been like something that rolled over from Trump, like, and said, "Hey, we need to fucking test this shit out."
Yeah, that's true.
Because Biden wouldn't have thought of that.
Apparently Biden can't think.
Right. But yeah, I think it's a good idea. We should definitely be throwing shit at asteroids. I don't see why not. What we got to get scared is what if they throw something back?
Oh, yeah.
You never know. It's fucking
Yeah,
creepy.
we thought it was an asteroid. It's really a planet.
Yeah, or it's a fucking spaceship.
True.
What if it's the Orville?
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that would be dope if the Orville came. I really want them to put that back on TV.
Yeah. I really hope they get another season. Although it's on Disney Plus, so who knows?
Yeah, but at the same time, Seth MacFarlane said he's got so much other shit going on, he really doesn't have the fucking time to even do it.
Yeah. New season of Family Guy came out.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was okay. I watched it today. Well, the first episode.
Right.
So.
We got anything else?
I don't think we do.
Is that it? We're going to talk about NASA and the thing,
yeah,
and the
that was
hurricane. We did Florida Man.
We did Florida Man.
Yeah. So I guess we'll wrap this podcast up. This is a short one.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah.
I hear it all the time.
But it's almost midnight here, so I guess it would be a good thing to wrap it up.
Yeah.
So don't shoot at the hurricane.
No.
Make sure you check us out live on Wednesday for the hurricane. Well, so I say it's going to be Wednesday, but it could be Thursday. We don't know exactly when it's going to hit. As of right now, they're saying Wednesday. So
Right.
the plan is to go live on Wednesday. If it slows down and doesn't hit until Thursday or Friday, I'm assuming you won't have to work if we're getting hit by a hurricane.
Probably not.
So we're going to go live when the hurricane's happening. But right now, as of this podcast, we think it will be Wednesday. So
Right.
look for that. And it was nice hanging out with you guys again. It's
Yes,
always a good time. Always a good time. Thanks for bringing your titties. Thanks for bringing your asses.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Your vaginas.
your vagina. No. My old lady doesn't let me say that word.
Vagina?
Vagina. I'm in trouble. I got to go. Deuces.
Deuces.